I didn't realize I was muted. I don't know if Nightshade's still around, but I hope you're doing better, buddy. That sucks. We're going to try and compile Serde and the S expression library to JavaScript today so we can use it in Dune RPC. TypeScript, what up, quick? I'm wondering... We're good here. Dune, UTOP. I want to go look at our types in here. So this is the struct. Basically all of these types. We need to write OCaml variants of and compile to JavaScript that have methods to convert them to S expressions. So let's take this type and just like play around with it in UTOP and see if we can make see what we get here. So if we do this and let's say type initialize request equals a method, whoops, it's a record of a method name, and that's going to be a string, and then we're going to have an ID, which we'll also call a string for testing purposes, a version, which we'll also say is a string. All right, we'll call this one a number, and then a protocol version. We'll call that a number too. Oh, right, we're, Okay, so now we can make that. I actually don't even know how to use a S expression or Serde. I need to go look at the Serde docs. At deriving serializer and deserializer. In fact, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in UTOP.
Oh no. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for the coffee.
You're welcome. I'm stealing your tissues, so.
Can you shut the door, please?
No. Are you staying? Okay.
All right, so let's see if we can compile this library to JavaScript. Thank you, guys. Sorry I sneezed on stream. Make sure this also works. Good. So, what would be the easiest way to do this?
I forgot the note with your coffee.
Man, my allergies are terrible. So I think we need to compile this one. Let's see if we can come in here and add, I forget the docs for this every time. Dune. We want melange. So we need to go to our Dune project. And we want to say using melange 0.1. Okay. Then in here, we want thank you for the follow, XVDW. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Is that all I need? We did this with S tier too. So we should probably go look at how we did that. So the library gets a mode. So let's actually uncomment that. We'll call this Serde.js. And then we'll yoink this. Throw that there. Yoink this. Throw that below that. That is an extra thing there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I'm just wondering if we're gonna have to bump that out of. Oh, Winnie, stop it. Like, I think we're gonna need a Dune file up here, and that's where that's gonna go. Like, that'll go in there like that. I wonder if that works by path. Relax, you're fine. It's not quite what we run. Yeah. What is this? Good Lord. All right, so we want something like this. In here. Wait, why am I in S tier? That's not what I wanted. There we go. So here we want to say, we're going to look at Serde.js. And this will be say this is Serde Melange. Oh, we don't need this stanza. All right. If this works on the first try, I'm gonna lose my mind. Be a miracle. We need to add Melange, which we'll just grab like an old version of Melange, since 3.0 is being complicated. We'll grab that, and we'll come over to here. Throw that in there. We'll just say it's straight up going to be 2.2.0. And let's see if that works. We'll say do build at install. Right, so let's go to the OCaml docs. Let's see here. I'll be right back, chat, in like 2 minutes. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go take care of a couple things real quick before we dove in too deep. Let's get this music. Okay, we are looking for melange. Right, too far back. Melange. Docs. We want to grab version 2.2.0. What? So it's an equal. Okay. So this goes in an atom or a list, I guess. And this will be equals. Like that. Redeem the hydrate. Cheers. Thank you for the follow, Laughing Panda. Super appreciate you. All right, so what's going on here? Right. That's what we need. Oh, can I not have... Let's try that. Alright. Nice. The package Serde does not have any user-defined stanzas attached to it. What are you talking about? Okay, that's still not what I thought would happen. This should be installing melange. Right, that should have installed melange. What's in our OCaml file? Melange is there. Okay. Then here, we should be pre-processing with our PPX. That's good. And our top level Dune is our emit. We look at that. That all looks good. Melange PPX not found. I guess it would be Serde OCaml. Something like this. I don't know why that's not picking up melange. Oh man, I'm tired, chat. How's everyone doing on this lovely Monday morning? All right, so let's try this again. Ah, shoot. I think we might be able to drop that into here. And then delete this. Well, this should be okay, right? Because this library stanza right here is doing the same thing basically as this one, just for melange. Or at least that should my impression how that works. Ah, yeah. Good luck. In fact, I can get rid of this JS now because I don't have those two stanzas. That should actually fix the problem. Good luck. Library cannot be a dependency of a public library. You need to give Serde a public name. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna mute my mic. We just had a dog getting dropped off, so bear with me. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Melange emit should have empty modules. See, that's what I thought, right? Like, I should be able to point this at Serde, which should reference this one, but that's why I thought I had to bump it up to a higher Doom file. Because that's how I do it in S tier, right? If we look at S tier, I have a Doom file here. Oh, chill, man.
She was fine.
Hey. Hold on, guys, sorry. Alright, sorry, that was chaotic. I think you need to explicitly set modules since the default is to set all the files on the folder. Alright, we'll try that. Well, this is weird, right? Wait, this is what I just added. Right, I screwed that up. So this is saying we have two libraries. We're gonna process them in Melange mode. That seems normal. Then our top level Dune, we say we point that at the library. Like this is the model I'm trying to replicate right here. So let's yoink that and throw that in what's the name of the project we're in? Serde. We put that in there. Now in here, let's just say we look at Chris, I'm just playing my Get Up mix on Apple Music. So if we can get rid of that, this should point at Serde. And we'll say this is going to be Serde Melange. Sure, we'll do that. And then in here, we'll get rid of this block. And this will be Serde, blah, blah, blah. That looks good. Unbound module, do I have to do an OCaml install? Oh, I probably have to OCaml pin. Morning, Kyle. Unbound module Rio. Why? Rio's not published to OCaml, which is why I had to pin to that repo. So it sees it there. Why? Yeah, Dune is frustrating. I don't. Hopefully, Leo pops in here soon. Otherwise, we might have to put this particular project on hold for a minute. Yeah. I should be on the right switch too. Yeah, I am. 551 or 511. WTF OCaml. That's hilarious. Relatable. It's so weird that it doesn't see it because like if I go in here and let's remove all of the melange stuff and see if this fixes itself now. See, now it builds. Isn't that so weird that it sees it when it's like this. But as soon as we make a melange library, it doesn't want to see Rio. Sure. Okay. Can I have two stanzas pointing into the same module? Oh, okay. It's so weird that it can't see it when it's in this mode. Whatever. Okay. So what are the things we need to do right now with Dune RPC? So Dune RPC, if we look here, we have, let's see here. We can say, go into our OCaml project. We'll do a little eval here, and then we'll say Dune build W. Or I guess we need eval for our default switch. Yeah. If we do Dune build watch, that's going to start our RPC server. And then over here, if this is all still working, we should be able to run bun index. Right. We need to do node env. I need to write a flake for this project. Let me DM Leandro. Come on, Nix. What are you doing, Winnie? What are you doing? The other thing we could do in the meantime is there's probably some stuff in sExpressionlib that we could utilize. It was good, Kyle. Styles. So yeah, we want some of these functions in here, I think. I don't know. Let's just see how this is working. So we should have bun. Now we should be able to run that. Yeah. Okay. So we're successfully hitting Dune's RPC server, right? So we connect to Dune. We get a response back. And the part we're sitting at is we need to be able to marshal this into a JavaScript struct or a type, which is why we built all this. We just need to get it compiled to TypeScript. This is super cool though. I forgot how cool this was. The other thing we could do, so we get a response back. Where is that? Sending data received. I don't think we have our responses typed yet. And I don't think S tier has any sort of public API yet for yeah, we can just deal with an S expression or a string. What? No chill, right. This should be really fast now because everything's cached. Come on, Nix. Yeah, I think we're kind of like blocked on Dune RPC until I can get Serde compiled to JavaScript, which is a bummer. Because what we need to do, once Serde is compiled to JavaScript, we also need to compile like the S expression add-on to it to JavaScript. And now once we do that, we'll go into Dune RPC. We'll add a OCaml module that defines our types, basically like this. And we'll generate serialize and deserialize functions from it. That way, when we like, this thing will automatically be done for us. Like, we won't have to worry about this. The other thing I could do is we could write our own like S expression searching or deserializing, but I don't really want to do that. Why did this not work? Okay, well, we're gonna pivot chat since we're kind of blocked up real hard on this right now. And we're gonna go write a NeoVim plugin. And that's on my other machine, so let me push that repo quick. And let's change the title. Let's see here. We need to go here. And in this, we need to make sure this repo is pushed. Okay, that should be pushed. Great. So if we come here and let's look at our sessions. We can go in here and we'll do a git clone. And this will be ts error translator dot nvim. Great. Okay, so let's change the title of stream since we're kind of blocked up. We'll say this will be NeoVim Coffee. Porting TS error translator to NeoVim. Okay, so if we vim in here, all right, so I think so, Arnold. I think OCaml is a good one. One functional programming language that I've been really excited about recently is a language called Gleam. So let me drop a link here. I think Gleam's a really friendly language for learning FP. Yeah, no problem. Okay, yeah, so I was debugging this. What this plugin is, chat, is there is a VS Code plugin by Matt Pocock called TypeScript Error Translator. TS Error Translator Matt Pocock. Yeah, so it's part of the total TypeScript VS Code extension. But what this does is it takes your typical garbage TypeScript errors and gives you more helpful error messages. So Matt has taken the time to write out basically these templates for every TypeScript error, where this would be the original message and here's a friendlier message about what's going on. And what we're doing is we're tapping into the LSP server, and as diagnostic messages are published, we are essentially taking the original message, parsing it, and translating it to these messages. And we're a good bit of the way through this. We just need to work out some last kinks here, which the problem I'm facing right now is that, let's see if I can make an example quick. We'll say test.ts, and the particular error that I know we're having will be like const, let's say this is a client ID, and we'll say this is going to be process.env Process slow. It's lowercase, isn't it? Process, yeah. Failed to run. Let's say Nix packages. Packages. Is it Nix shell? Packages, and then it'll be like bun node.js, something like this. Nix packages, right, there it is. In fact, we can probably just go fix this because I know PM's the problem here. Get rid of that. And we can come down here and like that, do one of these. Okay, now we can go back to here and we'll do a reset. And now we'll say node env. And this should give us a Nix shell. There we go. So, yep, we got bun, we have node. Great, okay. So let's vim in here again, and let's go to our TypeScript file. Whatever. If we say this is a Boolean. Oh, come on. I just want TS server to run. Let's just say something like this. Yeah, there we go. So this is going to be TypeScript error 2322, right? So when we see TypeScript error 2322, what's going to happen is our LSP server is going to intercept that error message, and then it's going to come in here and it's going to match on 2322, right? So type blah, blah, blah is not assignable to type blah, which is the message we're seeing, right? And it's going to make a string or change the error message to be, I was expecting a type matching Boolean, but instead you pass string. So we need to, and what also happens is that it can have multiple. So let's say we have, I don't know, my var, and this can be a string or undefined. And we'll say it's that. And then we'll say, this should give us 2 errors. This is the bug I was trying to yeah, there we go. So here you can see that we get 2 versions. Basically, we're getting the error 2322 twice. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking any diagnostics on a new line, which is what's happening, split on new line right here. And now we have to translate each part of, or every member of this table that we get. So we'll say, we'll say local. What up, DevDad? Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Chat, we are working on writing a NeoVim plugin this morning, porting Matt Pocock's VS Code plugin called TS Error Translator to NeoVim. Oh, man. So here we want, this will be like error messages. And we'll say split on new lines, and we'll pass in our message. Let's just actually change this to messages. No, it's probably fine as error messages. This will be error message. Okay. In fact, we can probably yoink this now. Let's change this logging to be our error message. And this will be error message. And then we'll paste this below. And this will be changed to this, error messages. Error messages. That's amazing. I think you need to make that your follower noise. So this should be a table now. And what are we doing for this? We basically want to say I think we want to do something like I forget the syntax for is it, yeah, iMessage and iPairs. We're gonna do this. Sure, that's a decent console log. Thanks, DevDad. Have a good one, man. Then I think we want to basically copy a bunch of this. In fact, we can probably move params up here so we only do that once. In fact, I'm pretty sure we can pass params into this function. Let's write a little to-do here. Is it dash dash? See if we can pass params in as function arguments. Because I think we get the params in the calling scope here. I think we can just yoink all of this, throw it in there, and we'll have like a local final error. We'll do something like that. Man, I have too many logs in here. This is such dense code right now. This is very hard to read. Maybe we just get rid of the logs until we actually go to debug. That'll help. All right. And let's toggle diagnostics for a second. All right, this is easier to work with. So for every variant, for every error in our error messages, we're going to get the matches from the string. We're going to take our template and we're going to take the params and translated error, match it. And then at the end of this, we're going to say final error, something like this. Yeah, this is actually what we want right there. And then this is going to, I don't think we need this matches, and we'll say final error. Thank you for the follow, LOL Noxian. Appreciate you hanging out. So we have this final error message. So I wonder what this function does. Let's go to a Lua REPL because I don't know how to use a Lua REPL locally. So let's go to Replit. This is funny. This is probably what I was doing last time I was working on this plugin. Yeah, it is. That's hilarious. So let's go ahead and connect on GitHub. I am. All right, can I make a new REPL? Create, and we want Lua. And we'll say this is going to be string split. And create REPL. And let's copy this function. Yoink that over to here. We'll make this bigger. Can I close this pane? All right. So we want to print split on new lines. Yeah, so let's see what this gives us. Do we have an extra paren there? Yeah. All right, let's run that. We get a table. Right. I had a... How do I look at my other projects? My REPLs. I made a print tables function somewhere. Print table. Yeah. That's what we want. So let's throw that in here too for debugging. And then here we'll just say this is going to be print table instead of print. And that should help us. Pairs. What? Oh, it needs its, right. We'll call this, I don't know, sure. There we go. Okay, so now we're printing our table. Great, and what happens if we don't have, okay, that's what I would expect. Great, that's what we want. Okay, so, I mean, I think this looks good. Let's toggle our diagnostics back on. Unused. All right, so let's change that to a underscore. And then our next unused local message. Ah. Matches, translated errors equal that. Okay, that should be good. All right, so let's go install this plugin in our, I have this installed on my other MacBook. I'm just gonna push my Nix config. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do a commit, working on and then plugins. And we'll say git push. Now I should be able to come over to my config here and quit out of this and git diff. Okay, yeah, we're gonna want to keep that. So let's do a git pull. And now we have to make sure that we still have, yeah, okay. Should we be able to do that? And just for shits and giggles to make sure my user didn't get messed up, because that'll break things. Yeah. Okay. So we should be able to take that and do a DWB. Should have ran a check first. Good morning, Trash Puppy. Happy Monday. How are you doing? How was your weekend? All right, so we should have now our plugin, which we're working on, configured. Actually, that's not true. We have to go fix this because it's at a different path. Where's it at in here? Here we go. So this path is wrong. I think it'll just be this. So if we go to here, we should be able to change directory into code, TS error translator. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so let's do this, rebuild again. Thank you for the follow, Hernani. Appreciate you. Users that Dylan. Oh, right. We got to go to Kickstart. Yo, what is this? This got good energy. Underscores, girls and boys. Okay, so if we go into, let's quit out of this, go back in, run lazy. Everything looks good there. We should have our plugin that we were just working on installed now. Yep, right there, local plugin, TS error translator. So now if we jump back over to the project we were in, we quit out of NeoVim here, quit out here, we should theoretically, chat, see our translated error messages. So fingers crossed. Look at that. Look at that. I was expecting a type matching that. If we come over here, nice. This is about ready to ship. Now, if you recall, the normal error message is, let's see what it is. In error templates 2322. The original error message is type string or undefined is not assignable to Boolean. And now it says I was expecting a type matching Boolean, but instead you pass string or undefined. That's awesome. So let's go, man, we might be able to ship this morning. Where's Mac Pocock's repo? Let's go look at pretty TS errors. The next bit is that we're gonna fork this repo and we're gonna write a NeoVim plugin using Node, and we're gonna get this all formatted nice like this. Because right now we've got the translation, and next up is gonna be making it look pretty in our diagnostics tab. I hate that I'm about to do this. Chat, you didn't see this happen. In fact, do I even? There it is. Hey, when was I writing Gleam in here? We want to open, I don't even know how to use VS Code anymore. Let's see here. We want to open project. Can I close this? I don't even know how to do this. How do I open a new project? I'm so VS Code illiterate. Open folder. Here we go. We want to go to Dylan, and we'll go to code. And we want to go to that. Yes. So if we go here, so we want to copy something like that. Experience. Translation. So we'll put the original error message, and then we'll do a translation block. So let me screenshot this. What up, GlitchBite? What is that sus folder? What sus folder? Why can I not shout you out? I always have the hardest time getting your username right. I don't know why. Good, we are working on a Neovim plugin. Okay, so given that, what theme is this? I dig this theme. Capuchin, I knew it. I knew it. Oh, S expression? Yeah. SXPR stands for S expression. It's a data serialization format. Yeah, we gotta get a little jazz in here. So let's say in our, we can, what is this? Close that. Yeah, so we do get our params here. So let's pass our params. We'll say params, and then we'll go back to this message, and this will take params. And let's yoink that. This will be params, and this will be a table. Yeah, that's great. NES emulator in OCaml, that would be sick. So if we're going for, did I actually screenshot that? No, I didn't. So let's get this back up. All right, I need to mute this sound. All right, so we have that. Let's keep this up here. And we come back here. So let's keep that up in the corner. We're gonna say the original error message is gonna be the error message. Let's say original. Or maybe we just have the error message, right? So we'll say error message, and we'll add a new line. And then we'll say, what do we want to call this? What are we calling this TS error translator? We'll say TS error translation. Maybe we do something like that, and then we'll have another new line. Something like this. If we do that, we should be able to come into lazy, and let's do a sync. Okay. Let's quit out so we get our new stuff. And now we should see in our TypeScript file, if we go here, yeah, here we go. I wonder if I can make that bold. Surely I can make it bold, right? Because that's bold right there. So let's come back over here, go in here, and bump this over to the other window. And our actual error message is going to be, you can delete this block. We don't need this block anymore. We need to do write docs. Okay. There's got to be a way to send like a terminal bold code, right? We should be able to send an escape sequence. All right, so let's try that. Well, let's actually try echoing that and see what we get. So if we do open up a nice terminal here and we do that, this is bold text. Great, that's what we're looking for. So let's add a second new line here, and we'll also do that at the end. And then we're going to say, this is going to be /033 1M. And then at the end, we say /033 0M, right? Something like this. And we need to update our lazy, sync that. Has anyone else that uses NeoVim and LuaSnip been getting this like hang on fetching submodules for LuaSnip? You have been glitch byte? Okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't just me. Ah, damn, it didn't escape it. All right, so that didn't work. And actually, we can get rid of params, right? Because now we're passing in params there. Great. So this didn't work. Maybe this would be a good use case for ChatGPT. There's probably like a NeoVim API or something. I'm trying to bold some text in a NeoVim LSP diagnostic. How can I do this? Currently, this is how I'm building the string, but the escape sequences I'm gonna go throw my coffee mug on the charger quick, chat. Coming in or out? Can I do it without defining a highlight group? Okay. Do we think that this is actually going to work? I'm not feeling super confident in ChatGPT right now, if we're being honest. So it's saying we want to do something like title, and then we close it off like this. So let's quit, Vim back in, Lua, go to the TypeScript file. Yeah, that didn't work at all. That did not work. NeoVim bold text in diagnostic. I don't know. Format diagnostic messages. Here we go. By default, a new X mark is created when no ID is passed in. What is an external mark? Extended marks represent buffer annotations that track text changes in the buffer. They can represent cursors, folds, misspelled words, anything that needs to track a logical location in the buffer over time. Interesting. Okay. Whatever. I don't care for like the initial version of this about bolding that. Let's just get it formatted nicer. So we'll get rid of this. And we'll say TypeScript error translations. So we'll try that. And let's see what that ends up looking like. So let's go back into here, go to Lua, go to there. It's not bad. Let's add we'll add something like a dash maybe. Something like this. In fact, we should use the symbol that I have in my Twitter profile. I want the little dot. This guy here. Yeah. Let's try that. See what that looks like. That looks pretty good. Now, do we get rid of this new line here, chat? What do we think? What up, Saran Heroic? How you doing today? We should probably get rid of that second new line, I think. Yeah, that looks better. Hell yeah. In fact, that even looks better than VS Code, in my opinion. So the other way we could do it is like we could nix the top part. Nah, I kind of like it the way we did it. Because the way they're doing it is they then drop. We can probably drop the. I don't know where that code is coming from. What do you think about LSP lines? I don't know what LSP lines is. I think that's pretty good. Although it's not working up there now. Right? Like that's wrong. Oh, I didn't know that, Fred. What did we do that broke this? What? Whoops. Okay, cool. So we should be able to pull now, get all the updates. Great. Yep, and let's go reconcile the change. It's going to be in better messages and da-da-da. Right here. So we error template. Okay, we're just using that to get params. Great. So we can delete that. Okay, delete find there, which means down here we don't need this anymore. Sweet. I don't know why. I don't know why it wasn't updating the inline ones. That's kind of weird. Man. Like, I don't know why this is still... Oh, it's because... Right. It is actually showing the right thing, but it's only showing this bit because it's a really long message. This is probably what you're talking about, Fred. So do you have a link to that plugin? I should probably be able to find it. LSP lines nvim. Yeah, here it is. Oh, it's archived? Is there a fork of this somewhere? No, I don't want to fork it. That's one thing I don't want to maintain. I do like this though. Okay, well, if we set this up, let's try setting this up because I think this actually looks pretty nice. Let's go to our config just to make sure that everything is working as expected. Config, nvim, Lua plugins, and we'll call this LSP lines. .lua, save that, go in here. This is going to return table. That is literally not what we wanted. Freaking Copilot. Morning, Diva. How we doing on this lovely Monday? Let's jump to lazy and Vim. And this will be URL is going to equal, paste that in there, fix that, format that. Great, let's jump back over here. Okay. So our config is just going to be config equals a function and spelled function wrong. Let me call require LSP lines dot setup. Right, we have to rebuild. And we'll do a DWB. Okay, that looks good. Quit all, then back into here. It should install our plugins. All right, so we got that. Right, it said we wanted to go, okay, we gotta go fix that at some point too, but that's okay. It recommends we turn off virtual text. So let's go ahead and do that. Virtual text equals false. And let's source that. Should be able to come back in. All right, great, that looks good. And now let's go back over to our plugin we're working on, quit out of here. And theoretically, we should have the plugin that Fred just told us about. All right, what does this look like in practice? So it didn't turn off our virtual text. Because I'm assuming this text to the right. Oh, we probably forgot to rebuild. Yeah. What do you think about changing to, Diva? And what do you have now, actually? So let's quit out, then back in, Lua that, test. There we go. So shouldn't that, why don't we have the second space there? Ooh, I don't know if I like that. It's like super jumpy. If I go into insert mode, it goes away when I start typing. That's weird. I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do. I fucked that up. Let's do a clean then. Great. Okay. Okay, so I think we just need to write some documentation and get this thing published. So let's jump over here, quit out of this, then back in. Let's go in here. TS error translator for NeoVim. TF to improve it. Inspire map Pocox. Great. Messages. This was definitely written by ChatGPT. Kyle, did you have ChatGPT generate this? If you're still here. Check out this plugin chat. So let's jump over to here, and we're gonna take my README from my other NeoVim plugin because I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete down to here. Which one? This one? I have an existing plugin called tsc.mvim, which basically runs the TypeScript compiler asynchronously and gives you project-wide diagnostics, which TS server doesn't do. So like if you run this, it won't block up the editor, and then it will also show you project-wide type errors. So that's that one, and then this one is just a port. The one I'm working on now, as soon as I push it, you could technically install it, yeah. Damn, what is this music this morning? So let's go back over here, make G, back over here, paste that above. Let's do a V split. And then we'll come down here. So we want to take this, do that, and delete this block, right? And we'll grab this block. Delete that. Is this a facts section? Yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of the facts. I don't think we even need one right now. By default, we'll say TS error translator will attach itself to your TS server LSP, comma, and automatically and automatically start translating errors for you. If you want to override TS servers, was it text document / publish diagnostics handler, you can actually, we'll save this for another paragraph, so we'll delete that and we'll come down here and throw that there. So our only configuration option is auto, what is it called? Lua, init.lua. Yeah, right here it is. The following is the default configuration for the plugin. TS error translator.mden. If you want to override exports, what is the name of the function we export? It's going to be Lua init setup this. The little baby one coming up here.
Mm-hmm.
Can then use a and use to manually override your LSP handlers. Okay, great. I even think we need a usage section. This will be TS error translator dot setup. So we want a section for, we don't need that. Add the following line to your, to wherever. I guess we don't even need this, right? So like, does anyone remember how to configure Packer? Thank you for the follows, Daniel, Sousa, and Flood8. Appreciate y'all. So you just give it config, right? Okay. So we say use. Oh, they changed this around a bunch. Use. So then it would have a table. Something like this. And it would be config equals function end. And in here we would have require, right? This would be TS error translator. TS error translator dot setup. In fact, you'll know how to how do normal plugins do this for Packer? Let's go look at like, I don't know, I guess UFO and Vim. That probably has instructions for lazy, right? Packer, no. How about mini surround? One of you guys has to have a, oh my gosh. What other plugins do I use? Spectre? What is the convention for showing how to install lazy plugins? Of course, they only use plug. Every freaking plugin I'm picking right now is not it. Lua line. Here we go. Great. setup where you manage your plugins. By default, TS Error Translator will attach itself to your TS server LSP and only start translating errors for you. The following is the default codes. If you want to manually Okay, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. That looks good. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need that. Probably don't need this. Let's go see what Pocock's repo has. Do we already have it open? Don't need you, don't need you. Here we go. All right, features. We're just gonna say NeoVim extension plugin to turn TypeScript errors into plain English. This is a port of we had this in here. Let me go grab what I had before in the README. All right, let's see what this looks like. Is NeoVim cased like that? No. And we have a typo. All right. Let's delete that file. Nah, cancel. We want a screenshot from that. So we're gonna have ChatGPT read and understand how these functions are commented / annotated. Reply simply with ACK. I will then give you a function / code to comment in the same style. Good bot. We gotta clean up. And then we'll go to get client by name. And then this one. And finally, you. All right, chat. This should be about ready to publish. So let's say we go to, let's open up a terminal, let's add everything, and we'll say 1.0.0, git push, and then do we have a screenshot? I swear I took a good screenshot earlier. Let's go to desktop. That's not it. Okay, we did not get a good screenshot. So let's open this and let's go here. And we'll just copy something like this. In fact, we should probably get more here. We'll use that one as our image. Okay, so let's go ahead and minimize that. Come over here. We're gonna have to write a nice Reddit post for this on the NeoVim subreddit. Let's go to our repos here. Then we'll come in here, we'll edit this. Drop that there, maybe. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so that looks good. Now, thank you for the follow, Jay Perkins. Super appreciate you. Do I really need to create a pull request? Whatever. Okay, and let's try to make sure we can install this now. So let's open up, oh, I see a problem. That's a problem. All right. Fix readme. Great.
Okay. So now let's go to our config and let's go to our plugins. Where's that at? Config, NeoVim, Lua, plugins, and we have TS Error Translator, and this is going to be instead, this will just be, oops, DM Mulroy / TS Error Translator.mvim. Okay, save that. We'll do a DWB. Okay, and then we should be able to close this, reopen this. This is going to install that. Great. So that looks like it installed correctly. Let's go back to here, quit out of Vim, Vim back in, go to Lua, TS Error Translator, into our test, make sure this still works. Great. All right, it's published. So anyone that uses NeoVim and TypeScript, you can now have Matt Pocock's Error Translator in NeoVim. Bada bing, bada boom. I have no idea what you just said. DSC. Privet is a merc. Can I translate that? It doesn't even know. I have no idea. All right, so let's go write a tweet for this. And let's go here. And let's say, how do we want to type this? Introducing TS Error Translator .mvim. Let's get a nice little rocket ship. Introducing, let's go grab our image. Rasha. Is your name Rasha? Is that what I should refer to you as? Good morning to you from Blagoveshchenik. I don't know how to say that. But welcome from Raleigh, North Carolina. And let's go grab this. A new NeoVim plugin to turn let's actually say a port of @Matt Pocock VS Code extension TS Error Translator that turns TypeScript errors into a NeoVim port. Get it? All right, chat. If y'all would not mind interacting, sharing, retweeting this tweet, I would super appreciate it. and I will write up a Reddit post. I got to get to work here. But like I said, I would super appreciate the shares. And let's go find somebody to raid. Probably raid Tej because he's working on NeoVim work. Yeah, let's go raid TJ. All right, chat. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know we didn't work on OCaml this morning, but we got something super cool out.